What is it, the 16th? On Saturday. Oh, every time I tried to vlog, I just forget it. Yesterday, let's just do a quick rundown of yesterday. Excuse me. I had raised the LDN to 2 milligrams the night before. I can only associate it with that because I woke woozy and dizzy, extreme again, like the last time I had gotten up to 2 milligrams. I mean extreme, and it stayed like that the entire day. I battled my brain the entire day. It was a nightmare, literally a nightmare. When I tell you I still walked 3 miles, you're going to say it couldn't have been that bad. It was. I literally stumbled through that walk. It was a nightmare. And then my daughter has Fridays off, and she had come over to hang out at the pool, and so I forced myself to sit out there. And although we did have really good conversation, talked about a lot of things, it was nice spending time alone with her until my husband came home. I was battling the maldebarkment. It was constant. It didn't let up. I had cried, not in front of her, several times. I went in the house once and went in the bathroom and just cried because I was just trying my hardest not to just crawl up in my bed and lay there. But it was hard. And then my husband came home, and she had never made cookies as an adult. I'm not a baker. And believe me, when I do make anything, it's right out of a box. But we had boxed Ghirardelli chocolate chip cookie mix. So she pulled it down, and my husband showed her, just read the directions. It's pretty simple. And she made cookies. She was so proud of herself. And then we barbecued, and her husband got out of work and came over, and I sat with them for a while, but not long because I had to go get up on my bed by then. Between laying in the sun, you all probably feel the same with the heat, and the sun can exasperate how bad you feel. But it was bad. Let me just tell you, it was bad. So last night I went back to the 1.75, and I'm my baseline this morning. I can't get past that. I think 1.5 is as high as I'm at 1.75 for the last 2 weeks. But I can't get any higher than that. 2 milligrams, and people will say on the LDN board, well, yeah, you'll have an uptick because it's, your immune system is even punching out farther and it's bringing out toxins. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot. If it was pain, I could deal with that. But being that dizzy, that spaced out, you cannot do it. It's torture. I'm in the anti-gravity chair with both hands on either side, white knuckling it, because I'm feeling like the chair is doing this. And I'm trying to talk to my daughter and, ignore the feeling. And there's no ignoring it. There's no ignoring it. We talked about me seeing this nurse practitioner for the Lyme. And I may as well, bite the bullet and take the money. But I have to first contact her and ask her straightforward, tell me how many patients with Lyme that you had who had chronic dizziness as their main symptom. And if she says I did, then I want her to say, explain, tell me how they described it. I'm not going to tell her about mine. I want to know that she has dealt with people like me. I know we're all different, but this particular symptom is so severe. And if I talk to people on the male debarkment support group, and of course, none of them believe they have Lyme or have tested for Lyme and don't have Lyme. They just have male debarkment. I am them. I am them. And they say this male debarkment is horrific. And I've said, this will be in hell. This should be in hell. People in hell should have this for eternity, because this is torture. So I'm baseline today. You know, the woozy, weird head, that's just the baseline, not like yesterday. Yesterday I was like out of my mind. Don't have anything really planned for today because tomorrow being Father's Day, the 3 kids, being my 2 daughters and son, I'm supposing unless my older daughter goes to camp with her husband. Anyway, they're all planning on taking my husband out to a really nice place for breakfast, outside patio. It's going to be gorgeous the next couple days. If you consider high heat gorgeous, it's going to be, by Monday, I think it's supposed to be 96. Yikes, that's too hot. So they're taking him out to breakfast, and then we're all going to gather here later in the afternoon, barbecue, pool, all that. And I just want to be a part of it. And I don't want to be, I mean, I fight this dizzy, off-balanced, kaleidoscope head all day anyway, but not like yesterday. And the last time I had gotten to 2 milligrams, that's just what happened. It was horrific. And that's why she brought me back down to 1.5 for a month. And in that month, yes, I had bad head, but not to that degree, I don't think. I don't know. I honestly do not know what to think. I want to start the oil of oregano and the olive leaf again. So maybe on Monday I will start that again. I haven't taken it in a while. A long time now. Well over 1.5 months. Maybe almost 2 months is the last time I took it. I don't remember. So it's going to be really hot today, and I don't believe anyone's coming over. So it would just be my husband and I. He wants to take a motorcycle ride up to go up to the Veterans Cemetery to visit his dad's grave site. I can't get on a motorcycle, so ain't gonna happen. So I will try to walk. I will then try to just hang out at the pool for a while. And that's about it. I don't have any other plan. Oh, I do have to get to the store later to get my mother groceries. Her aide right now is making a list of things she needs. Thank God for this aide, because my mother can't be. Update on my mom. Oh, I got a call from the nurse last night. She gets a morning nurse for the morning meds and an evening nurse for the evening meds. And, you know, she's a diabetic, so she gets her insulin, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is a new one that I'm aware of. The nurse called me, and the phone was in here. I was outside at the pool. The family never got the call. So I got the call after the fact. I call her back, and she goes, oh, well, I was calling you because your mother was, she goes, I've never seen your mother like this. I know your mother. I've seen her several times. I'm not new. I'm not a regular nurse, but I'm not new. I know your mom. I know she can get testing and everything, but I've never seen her like this. She was threatening to call the police on me. I kept showing her my badge. I'm a nurse. I have to give you your medicine. Here's your medicine box. You're not touching me. I'm not taking that. Get away from me. She goes, she was out of her mind. I said, I know, and it's just going to get worse. I'm sorry. She goes, then I called you because I could not get her to allow me to give her her meds. And she has to have her meds. And thank God the aide showed up, and it was somebody, and I forgot the person's name, but it was an aide my mother kind of recognized. And the aide soothed her down to allow the nurse to administer her meds. Just getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah, I don't take meds. I don't have insulin. I don't have diabetes. She's had diabetes since she was in her 40s. She's had it for 40-some years. She's completely out of her mind now. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know where I was at. Michelle from Tennessee, thank you for your encouraging words. You know it's like this. One day you feel like, okay, I've got some hope. I never have some of the hope that you guys have. Some of you guys have got, like, extreme faith and hope. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's because I've been doing it a little longer than you. I don't know. Maybe I've had a lot more going on with stressors. I mean, last year, 2 deaths, several operations, not on myself, my family. ER visits over and over again, the constant stress of my mom. I don't know what it is, but my faith is not like, but I will have days that I'm like, okay, just hold on. But then I have days that it's like, this is hopeless. This is never going to change. I need to just go to heaven and have this nonsense stop. So that's where I'm at. And I have devotionals. I've done studies, so many studies on the Bible, on trials and tribulations and suffering. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change what's happening to me. That's the problem. So, but I do want to thank you. I thank you and anyone else who reaches out to me and tries to encourage me. But really, I need prayer as well as we all need prayer. I'm praying for you. I know you're praying for me. That's the only thing we have. Okay, so I'm going to go listen to my John Corson, Searchlight. I'm almost at the end of the book of Luke now. I'll be moving into John soon. I told you how this way of teaching is we go book by book, chapter by chapter, verse by verse, and you learn the Bible because every verse is broken down to you. I mean, I have sat in churches for years and years and years and been preached to topical preachings and just felt like I knew until I was taught this way. And then when you're taught what the words mean and the where they came from and stuff, it's like, oh my gosh, that's what that meant? It's like enlightening. Anyway, so that's what I listen to every single morning. Every single morning. I've gone through the Bible with him, dozens of times probably over the years. Start at Genesis, go all the way to Revelations, and go right back to Genesis, go all the way to, and over again. Just go through the whole Bible. It's wonderful. So, Lord willing, I hope I can get back and, update you guys later, and that my day will be even this much better than yesterday. So far, it's starting out better than yesterday. I'm not as crazy, wild, dizzy, woozy, out of my mind head like I was yesterday morning. I mean, all I could do is cry yesterday morning because I was sitting on the couch thinking, I'm not going to get through this day. I can't get through this day. The stroke feeling, gonna have a stroke, gonna have a seizure, gonna pass out. That was like that intense. Okay, talk to you guys later. Probably shouldn't have turned on the camera yet. Just finishing up 3 miles. Temperature's rising quickly. When I left, it was probably 75, and it feels like it's 80, at least by now. So I'm glad I got out when I did. So just getting home and gonna get something to eat, and then trying to decide if I want to go to the grocery store before or after the laying out by the pool. I think I prefer to do it before and get it over with, and then I don't have to try to go out again after that. So just wanted to know I got it done. Oh, and if I didn't mention, oh no, so I walked by a garage sale and they've got a bike. It'd be perfect for my grandson, Preston. It's a 2-wheeler with the training wheels still in it. So I might try to drive by there, and they want $25 for it. And I'm a big barter queen. I don't give anyone what they ask for unless they absolutely refuse and I really want it. Oh, you have to sit down. But what I started to say was that my son, the youngest of the 3, closed on his house yesterday. He bought a 2-family home so he can have some rental property, and he's 27. So I'm very proud of him that he was able to accomplish that all on his own. Now if he would just find a woman to share his life with, I'd be really happy. But so my husband went over there on his motorcycle to go through the house with him. I told him he needs a professional house inspector, but my husband and him are, you know, bullheaded, and they're like, no, we don't need that. Yeah, you do. The house is an old house, and who knows anything about the plumbing and the electrical and the foundation and all of it. But anyway, I'm home, and I'm going to get something to eat now for lunch, and then figure out where I go from there. But praise God, my head is not like it was yesterday. As of yet, it isn't. But man, yesterday was really rough. So at least I have something to. Hi. Just checking in. I just got back from my mom's. I went grocery shopping for her, and then went over and took her outside and sat out in the patio in her building for a little while and talked, and now I'm home. Here's the plan. Lord willing, I'm watching the baby's pool fill up because, hold on. Let me stop this because I gotta turn the water off. Okay. The plan is, it's a little after 2 right now. I'm going to go in about an hour and a half. Yeah. I don't know. An hour and a half or so, and touch up my roots. As much as I don't want to, I have to. And then, Lord willing, my daughter invited me to go to church with her this evening. They have a 6 o'clock service. Her husband took 2 of the boys and went up to their family camp. She stayed back with my granddaughter and the baby because the baby doesn't do well at camp at all. Anyway, so we were going to go get something to eat at Panera's and then go to church. We'll see. Compared to yesterday, I'm doing so much better, but am I perfect? No, but I'll take whatever I can get. I didn't walk around the grocery store like a freaking zombie. That was a blessing. So, you know, All I know is that I'm feeling a whole lot better than I did yesterday. So we'll see if it continues, and if it does, I'll go to church. I just want to be able to really get into worship and hear the word that's being preached instead of being consumed with how bad I feel. So I'll try to check in later and let you know how everything goes. Right now, sucking in my vitamin D, getting my vitamin D for the day. Just rinsed off and rinsed the color. I did my roots and got dressed. I'm gonna meet my daughter at Panera's in about 20 minutes, and then we will be off to church. I'm just grateful that I can muster up the energy to do this, but I pray that I'm not going to pay for this later, but I'm going to do it anyway. After yesterday, this is a great relief, because yesterday was so bad. Don't really feel like eating, but I'll try to get a salad down me. I don't know if you guys have Panera's where you are, but their food is good. Their food is really good. They make the best stuff. So, anyways, I thought I would just hop in and let you know that I'm going to do it. I'm pushing through. I'm going to just do it. I told a friend that I'm just trying to fake real living. That's what I'm doing. I'm faking trying to really live. So we'll see how it works. Again, I think I said this earlier, I just don't want to get to the church and be so overwhelmed with the noise and the people and the lights that I can't focus. Of course, the last time I was there, it was a morning service, and I think their morning service clearly has got way more people and probably a whole lot more action going on. So, it being a beautiful day, Saturday, let's hope that it's a really small group for them. Small group for them would fill my church, but still, it's, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, here I go. Just got home. Praise God. Praise God. I did it. We went out to dinner, and I was okay. We went over to TJ Maxx, and I purchased this beautiful necklace. This gold necklace with these little pretend diamonds, but it's a gold necklace. And we had the baby and Livy with us, as I told you earlier, and then we went to church. And it was a fantastic message. I was able to worship. Sorry. Something that I miss so desperately. And I was able to listen and absorb. And under my breath all the way there, I was thanking him, and I'm thanking him now. He gave me a window. And whether this window will last, I don't know. All I know is that I got a little window, and I'm so appreciative, because I needed to get to church. I needed to get to church so badly. And he knew it. He knew how badly I wanted to be in with other believers and lift my hands up and just worship him and just cry out to him. And it fed my soul. So tomorrow morning at 8:30, I'll be taking the two kids. So my daughter can go with her siblings to take my husband out to breakfast. So the three kids are taking my husband out to breakfast. And then they'll eventually come wandering back over here later in the afternoon to do pool and barbecue the rest of the day, but I have to be up and at 'em for the baby and Livy at 8:30, but I'm just grateful. I'm very grateful for what he gave me for today because I really needed it. I really did. As you all know, when you get this moment, it's like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So now I got to call my mom because the whole time I was in church, she called me several times, leaving me messages that she doesn't know where she is, and she was describing things around her, which is all her belongings, and could you please call me back because I don't know where I am, and so I got to call her and deal with her, but I'm okay. So, Lord willing, if I don't vlog at all tomorrow, which I probably won't, I don't know. I hope any of you, Bill, I think you're the only man that watches this. Happy Father's Day. And all of the rest of you whose husbands are daddies, hope they have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.